We tell ourselves a very comforting story about our dogs. We like to imagine they live entirely in the present moment, completely unbothered by yesterday. But researchers have uncovered a different reality. Your dog is actively maintaining a complex, nonverbal record of your life together. This invisible ledger complicates everything we assume about how quickly a dog forgives. The sharp tone you used yesterday, or that loud noise that frightened them, you might let it go by morning, but they keep it. Recent research into canine cognition suggests our smallest actions leave a much larger footprint than we realize. It forces us to look differently at the mundane moments we usually let slip away. A dog's mind is never wiped clean when they go to sleep. Every day, they are compiling an ever-accumulating archive of your relationship. For decades, the scientific consensus was that dogs learned strictly through reward and repetition. The assumption was that they built habits, not distinct memories. Then, researcher Claudia Fugaza at Yeltvos-Lorand University designed an experiment called Do As I Do. Owners would perform an action, and their dogs were trained to copy it. Instead of merely building habits over time through repetition, Fugaza asked the dogs to copy an action after an unexpected, long delay, a blank gap where they had no reason to expect a test. And the dogs succeeded. This discovery proved dogs possess episodic-like memory. They can recall specific, isolated incidents from the past, completely distinct from conditioned training. This means your dog is storing precise emotional snapshots of the mundane moments you share. They record the actual experience of being with you, not simply the commands you teach them. To understand how they store experiences, human memory is mapped visually, but canine memory is mapped through scent. Alexandra Horowitz, who runs the Dog Cognition Lab at Barnard College, found the dog's olfactory bulb is wired directly into the emotional processing centers of the brain. Their smell and feeling occur almost simultaneously. This deep physiological connection explains a study from the Swedish University of Agricultural Sciences, which tracked how dogs interpret the exact length of time their owners are away. As your physical sense slowly fades from the rooms across the day, it acts like an invisible clock. Your dog can read exactly how long you have been gone by measuring what remains. When you finally walk through the door, your dog's intense greeting is a reaction to feeling the accumulated weight of that timeline. They are reading the invisible clock you left behind. This deep observational ability extends past your direct interactions. Your dog is also actively monitoring how the outside world interacts with you. At Kyoto University, researchers ran an experiment where dogs watched strangers either assist their owner with a task or coldly refuse to help. Afterward, both strangers offered the dog a treat. The dogs who witnessed someone refuse to help their owner actively refused treats from that specific person. The scientific conclusion is that dogs observe third-party interactions and form complex social judgments based entirely on what they see. Canine loyalty acts as a protective social ledger. Your dog is permanently scoring the people who enter your home based strictly on their kindness to you. There is a vulnerability built into this recording system. Single, terrifying moments can accidentally cause lasting psychological friction between you and your dog. Neuroscientist Gregory Burns at Emory University mapped this mechanism by scanning the brains of fully awake dogs inside an MRI. During a sudden scare, the canine amygdala, the central node handling fear, illuminates intensely. It immediately lays down an inflexible, permanent memory pathway, identifying that trigger as a hazard. Because dogs cannot contextualize accidents, subsequent logic cannot override that original hazard pathway. When a dog suddenly refuses to walk past a certain corner or flinches at a noise, they are not acting dramatically. Their physical body is simply remembering fear long after the original context is gone. Knowing your dog holds on to fear this rigidly can induce a lot of guilt, but these permanent records can be managed. While a fear memory is never truly erased, steady, calm, and predictable repetition builds a brand new pathway. Over time, that new route of safety grows louder and completely overshadows the old fear. And studies published in the journal Animal Cognition prove that positive, bonded memories are incredibly resilient. They survive intact for years, bridging long stretches of physical separation. For a securely bonded dog, out of sight never equates to out of mind. Because these new safety pathways are built through consistent repetition, they eventually become the primary record the dog reaches for. If the quiet moments outnumber the loud ones, that reliable trust becomes the dominant memory. When your dog looks at you, they are viewing an accumulated lifetime history of your gentlest moments. Drop a comment below and tell us the single memory you hope your dog keeps forever.